From the timeless test matches played in rural England to one-day internationals in swanky stadia, and the latest 2020 carnival, cricket has come a long way indeed. In India, cricket had racial beginnings in the gymkhanas formed by different communities. Mahatma Gandhi criticized games like cricket and hockey as colonial British sports, which were fast eroding India's traditional games. He felt that colonial games were good for making one's body strong, but they contributed little to actual physical training. He viewed that colonial games could only be played by the privileged. Therefore, he felt that simple games and the daily work of agriculturalists were more suited for physical education. Despite the widespread criticism of the quadrangular and pentangular tournaments, Indian fans still remember some cricketing heroes from these contests. One such name is C.K. Naidu, an exceptional batsman who is still alive in public memory. Naidu became India's first Test captain. Many talented contemporaries of Naidu could not make it to Test cricket, and people have forgotten them. Since the origin of Test cricket in 1877, it was always organized as a contest between different parts of the British Empire and not between sovereign nations. The first Test match was played between England and Australia at a time when Australia was still a British colony. Around the second half of the 20th century, many parts of the European Empire, such as India, became independent nations. This process of the end of colonialism and the establishment of sovereign states came to be known as decolonization. Decolonization led to a decline of British control in several spheres, including sports. However, the organization of world cricket remained influenced by Britain for a long time. The regulation of international cricket was still managed by the ICC, or the Imperial Cricket Conference. Even when the ICC became the International Cricket Conference, the regulation of international cricket was still managed by the ICC, or the Imperial Cricket Conference. Even when the ICC became the International Cricket Conference in 1965, it was dominated by Britain and Australia, who retained veto power. The concept of equal membership in ICC came in 1989. The colonial streak in cricket was evident during the 1950s and 60s as well. Countries such as Britain, New Zealand, and Australia continued to play cricket with a then racist state like South Africa. South Africa practiced a policy of racial segregation, not allowing non-whites to be a part of the national Test cricket team. Many Test-playing nations like India, Pakistan, and the West Indies boycotted South Africa. However, their action did not have the necessary impact. The combined effort of Asian and African countries, along with some liberals in Britain, forced the authorities to cancel a tour of South Africa to England in 1970. When cricket emerged as a popular sport in many new countries, the older colonial aspect of the game began to diminish.